everybody, I am back today with another layout for a cherry on top. This layout has a coordinating blog post, and I will link that blog post up in the comments so that you can head over and take a peek at all the projects I made with this collection. So one of the newer collections in the store that I absolutely love is the My Favorite Things collection from Cartabella. I really love Cartabella's paper that they use in their collections. It's nice and thick and it has this lovely texture to it. I'm usually not a fan of texture, but I like their textures. And I also have tend to buy Stephen Duncan's collections from Cartabella. They're fun and I love them. I love the mod look to them. This one is it's almost like a companion collection to Practically Perfect, which is kind of like Mary Poppins themes, which I love. And it's such a cool, pretty line. And that's the one we're going to work with today. So I just grabbed the collection kit. I do only have one of each of the papers, and so I'm doing something I almost never do on a layout, and that is gut the paper. So sometimes you just have to gut the paper. I am going to create my base for this layout using 3 patterns, and I'm going to kind of layer them up and create a border around my layout. And then I went ahead and cut a photo mat from that floral paper as well to bring the floral paper back to the front of the layout. I'm going to ink everything up using Hickory Smoke Distress Oxide ink today. I just really liked how the gray ink looked against these muted colors. And today's layout is loosely based on a sketch that I created. I host a sketch challenge in the message board over at A Cherry on Top. This is something I do. I've been part of that message board for a little over 10 years, and the girls on that board they're just the sweetest. I absolutely love it. It's one of the few, it's the only message board that I'm still a part of and that I still participate in. And those girls are fabulous. In fact, if you're looking for a place to hang out for National Scrapbook Day where you can just hang out at one spot and just have a blast, I cannot recommend A Cherry on Top's National Scrapbook Day crop. I can't recommend it enough. It's one of my absolute favorites. And so in the message board, I do host a sketch challenge, and I will leave a link to that sketch challenge in the comments in the description box if you want to come over and read the directions and play along. But this layout today is loosely based on the sketch that I created for that challenge. So I have my photo here. It's all matted and ready to go. I'm just deciding where I want to place it on this, I think it's 4-inch strip of paper. I'm trying to think what I cut that as. It's either 3 or 4. It might be 3. I kind of think it's 4. Anyway, either way, get our photo down, and then I'm going to take some of the patterns from this collection and I'm going to die cut some hearts and some circles. I want to add some layered kind of circles and some extra hearts with some of the patterns of pattern paper for my clusters. And this is the third project I made with this collection. Before I made the layout, I made 2 cards, and both those cards are part of the blog post. So if you want to check them out, that's where you go to see those. Or I'll post them on Instagram as well. I ended up just filling these patterns with the metal dies, and by doing that I was able to have some of these shapes left over, but they're easy shapes. They're shapes I use all the time, so I just popped them into the bag with the rest of the collection, and then I have it for next time I work with this line. Then I can put them all through my switch at once. Which reminds me, next week, I think it's scheduled for Wednesday, I have a review coming of my Sizzix switch. So if you are interested in how that has been going and my thoughts on that machine, you can check out my review video, which will be up next Wednesday at 7 o'clock. My videos on Wednesday always go up at 7 o'clock. Now we're going to do a little bit of stamping. I'm going to stamp my whole title. So I got this new stamp set from Gina K, and I will absolutely link it up below. It's from the shop. What drew me to the stamp set were all of the words. So the words, there is a whole set of them. There might be 8, maybe 10, and they're unique. They're not just have a happy day. You know, they're really fun and unique and positive words. And I knew when I saw that stamp set that it could do double duty, which is my favorite kind of stamp set. So this stamp set will work for cards, but it will also work for really fun descriptive titles on scrapbook pages. The font on these is gorgeous. I absolutely think this stamp set is amazing. This one, it's new to my craft room. This is the, maybe first crafting session that I used it. And I would recommend it as absolutely 100% a stamp for scrapbookers. It is that good. It is, I love the descriptive words in it. It also has a really pretty floral element there that you can stamp, but the words are awesome. So that is what I'm going to use for my title. I'm stamping using Catherine Pooler Juniper Mist ink and my Memory Misty. And I stamped this twice because of the texture on the Cartabello cardstock. It definitely needed to be stamped twice to get a nice, crisp, clean impression. My title for this layout is going to be You Are Wonderful, Beautiful, Marvelous. And then there are all these other words in that stamp set. So there's one that says exquisite. There's one that says outstanding. There's a word that says awesome. Like, there are so many. I love the unique, fun words on this stamp, and I feel like it would make awesome descriptive titles. You could mix your fonts and pair them with different things. I really. Everyone always asks me, what stamps do you recommend? I recommend this stamp. And now I'm going to go ahead and layer up some clusters. So all of my circles and all of my hearts that I die cut I inked all the edges, and now I'm just going to create clusters. I'm creating 3 that are a triangle, and that triangle, if you visually follow it, it will go across my photograph and across my title. So each cluster is going to start with a larger circle, and then there will be some smaller circles in there as well. And then I'm going to come in with the hearts in a little bit. For embellishments that match this collection, I just have the sticker sheet. Now, I did purchase an extra sticker sheet separately because I tend to need more than one sticker sheet. But that's all I got. I just grabbed the sticker sheet. So I'm just going to go through the stickers and add a couple here and there. I am loosely placing these, so very lightly placing these on my layout. I'm not pushing them down, and that way I can pick them up and move them if I want to before I'm ready to commit. I knew I wanted to use all of these adorable little hats. They worked really well with my photograph. And then a couple of the tags and some of the sentiments on some of the elements were perfect and worked really well for my layout as too. I'm going to pop a couple elements up on some foam tape just to give it a little bit of dimension and interest. And now I'm going to come in with those hearts that I die cut. I'm going to grab the hearts and some beautiful sequins. So these are the spoonful of sugar sequins from Spiegel Mom Scraps. I designed this sequin mix, and I actually designed it to coordinate with this collection because I knew as soon as it was released I was going to buy it. So I'm going to just add some sparkle with the sequins and my new Vertilux adhesive. and then add in the hearts, and that's where we're going to call this layout done. If you're curious about any of the products that I used today, you can find links in the description box below. These are affiliate links, which means that if you make a purchase, I receive a little bit of commission, which allows me to continue to make amazing videos and information for all of you. Have a wonderful day, everybody. Bye.